Hi everyone, I hope you enjoyed yesterday's battle video because I have another one for you right here, right now. This is going to be another battle with my fairy deck. Actually, to be honest, it's not mine, it's Saturday's. But it's so fun, and you guys were complaining about me using the same one over and over again. I figured you wouldn't mind me using this one a few times in a row. So this is my fairy deck against an opponent who, well, I completely forgot what he's playing. It looks like he has a Charizard in there. A Charizard promo from the Charizard EX box. Just looks like a random deck that he threw together. I don't know what I'm going to call it in the video description, but anyway, whatever it is, looks like he's going to put Charizard on the bench and start out with an Inkay, and I start out with Spritzy. By far not what I want to start out with. I drew Pikachu, put that on the bench, put a Fairy Garden out in play, and I could do a few things here. I have Level Ball, I'm definitely going to play that. I could play a Muscle Band now. Well, it looks like I'm just going to go with straight up in. As I'm analyzing his field, I realize there's not much he can really threaten me with. I am Fairy type, so I am resistant to his Inkay, which is a Dark type. And at most, his Inkay can only ever do 20 damage to me and I think confuse me. So at most he can just confuse me, so I'm safe unless he somehow gets a Charizard powered up, and even then he would undoubtedly use Mega Ascension, the attack that does 0 damage but lets you search your deck for a Mega Charizard for next turn. So I'm safe. I'm just going to leave Spritzy up there, see what I get off of this N. I got a Zekrom EX and a ton of energy. I'm going to probably throw one out there just to get into play. I have an Evo Soda for next turn. I could use that to get either a Raichu or an Aromatisse. Probably Aromatisse would be best. Don't know. Regardless, I'm going to attach a Fairy Energy to Spritzy and retreat it, leave Pikachu active, and pass. And he's about to attach, and I remind him to draw for his turn. He got, I think that's a Pokemon Center Lady. No, oh, he got a Ho Legend. Yeah, I remember now. He was asking me if it's okay to, there, I'm showing it off to the camera, if it's okay to use cards that are out of format, and I said sure. And the way Legends work is you need to have both halves in your hand in order to play it on your bench as one Pokemon, which is really, really cool. And then when it gets knocked out, for the Ho Legend in particular, you only get one prize card, so that's pretty amazing. I really wish they would bring old school mechanics back. Delta Species, anyone? Anyway, so he played, I think, Professor Juniper and got a new hand. I think he was hoping for, I don't really know. He was hoping for something there that he didn't get. And he just attaches a Hard Charm to Charizard and passes. Hard Charm works, I think, exactly the same as Eviolite, where all damage is reduced by 20. So I play Evo Soda there. I could go for either Raichu or Aromatisse. First of all, I'm going to see if I have everything in my deck that I need. I have at least one Aromatisse, and it looks like I only have one Raichu, which means one is prized, which makes my decision all that much harder. But in the end, I go for Raichu. There's no need to Fairy Transfer stuff around right now. I forgot what's in my hand, but I think there's a double colorless energy in there. If not, then I can still just attach one energy right now. Yeah, I'm just going to attach a Rainbow Energy to Raichu, put one damage counter on, and I think I'll pass. There's nothing else for me to do. So, it's his turn. He still has to draw for his turn. There he goes. Excuse me. He has a ton of energy in his hand. He's going to attach to the Charizard EX. I think he was really hoping for a Mega Charizard there, but he didn't get it. He has no way of getting it either. So I drew another Rainbow Energy and use a regular potion so I can heal 30 damage off without removing energy. And since I only had 20 on me, I remove all the damage. And I use Circle Circuit for knockout on the Inkay because it only has, I don't know how that knocked it out. Oh, Muscle Band. That did 40 damage with Circle Circuit plus 20 for Muscle Band. So had 50 HP. That's a knockout. He's going to promote his Charizard and use Mega Ascension to search his deck for a Mega Charizard, and he doesn't have it. That means his Mega Charizard is in the prizes. That's not good. So that really hurt, and that alone might have won me the game. So I use an Ultra Ball and discard the other 2 cards in my hand, and now I have an Aromatisse in play. If I want, I can retreat into Zekrom and use Zekrom to start attacking. In fact, I might do that, because right now Raichu is only doing 40 damage to Charizard. I think my Zekrom can actually do more than that with Glinting Claw if I flip heads. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to retreat into Zekrom, Fairy Transfer all the energy up to Zekrom, and use Glinting Claw. And Tails. So it only does 30 damage. Its base power is 50. If you flip heads, it does 30 more. But with Hard Charm, it only does 30. So that was a that was a gamble that I lost. But on the bright side, I do have a Pokemon with a whole lot more HP up there, which can take a hit. And now Charizard is going to use its second attack. I have absolutely no idea what it is. Whatever it is, it does 120 damage to me. And I top decked to Professor Sycamore. What are the odds of that? I had a hand of 0 and my top deck was a Professor Sycamore. I think that's like the best top deck you could ever hope for, unless there are more than 7 Pokemon in play, or on benches, in which case a top deck of Colress would be better. But still, is that amazing or what? I got a Pikachu off of that. I got some more energy. I have a level ball, which I could use, or I could wait till next turn. I'm probably going to wait till next turn. I'm going to attach another energy to Zekrom so I can use... I forget what its second attack is. It's not Bolt Strike. Strong Volt. That's what it's called. That does 150 damage, and I need to discard 2 energy. But still, that'll knock out that Charizard. Exactly. So that was that. So now my opponent promotes his Ho-Oh Legend, and I believe Ho-Oh Legend has 130 HP. So my Strong Vote will knock it out, but I do need another 2 energy on Zekrom in order to use it. But I think Ho-Oh might also be weak to fire. Maybe it's just weak to water. I don't remember. The fact is that Ho-Oh Legend was from the HDSS series, and I didn't start playing till the Black and White series. So, that's my fault for not knowing about the Ho-Oh Legend and how the Ho-Oh Legend works in particular. I do know some of the legends, like Darkrai and Palkia Legend, but otherwise, not really. He's just going to leave his Ho-Oh right there. He's talking on the phone and I'm getting a sandwich. I had not eaten at all day that day, so I was really hungry. This was like at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. He's just going to pass. It's my turn. I got an Evo Soda, but I already know my Raichu is prized, so it's useless. I'm going to Ultra Ball away, Level Ball, and the Evo Soda. I really need a large Pokemon in play right now. And it looks like my Virizion is prized, my Virizion EX. So I'm probably going to go... Yeah, I'm going with the Golden Zekrom. Because if it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing. And now I get to Skyla as well. I could go for the Protection Cube here just to get that into play. But I'm afraid that my opponent runs Tool Scrapper or Startling Megaphone. So I'm going to wait till later. I'm just going to use it to get a Max Potion. And I'm able to attach an energy... If I had a Rainbow Energy, I could attach that to Zekrom first, then Fairy Transfer everything off a Max Potion. But if I don't, then it would be fine. I would just... Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to retreat Zekrom for free, thanks to Fairy Garden, then move everything, then Max Potion. And my opponent mentioned right here, he really hates me right now. I was like, sorry. And really, Fairy decks work great if you set them up. The problem is setting them up. They're not quick. They're not... they are consistent, but they're really not as consistent as some other decks in the format. And when they work, they do have holes and stuff. Especially stuff like Garbodor. that can shut them off. So, I believe he used a potion there. Oh, no, I remember. He used a Pokemon Center Lady there. I'm sorry you didn't get to see it. But that heals 60 damage off of Ho-Oh, which is really cool. I usually don't recommend putting Pokemon Center Lady in decks because there are other healing options that are not supporters, but it worked for him. He's going to pass. No, he used Escape Rope. And I'm just going to promote Pikachu. He promotes Sandile, which in the games would be immune to electric, but here in the trading card game, my Raichu can one-shot it. I top decked the Protection Cube, attached that to Zekrom, the Gold Zekrom, not the EX, and I could move an energy up to Pikachu, retreat it, then move it back to Raichu. But first I'm going to use Professor Sycamore and see what I get. It looks like I got almost all of that is energy. 1 Skyla and 6 energy. Wow. That's amazing. I'm going to attach a Rainbow Energy to Pikachu and retreat it for free into the Gold Zekrom. And then I'm going to Fairy Transfer all the energy on the field onto that Zekrom and Bolt Strike for knockout. And I take 0 damage from myself thanks to the Protection Cube. So, I don't believe... Yeah, my opponent has not drawn a single prize all game. Is this going to be a fairy sweep, ladies and gentlemen? He attaches a Fire Energy to Ho-Oh. I think he's still 1 short to be able to attack right now. So, I can Bolt Strike and win the game. And that's basically exactly what I do. Yep. And for a second he's like, wait, how do you win? And I point out he has no Pokemon on the bench. And yeah. Yes, my Virizion EX was prized. But that is the game, and his Mega Charizard was prized. Yes, that is the secret rare Mega Charizard Y. I hope you enjoyed this video and the last video. I have another one coming up tomorrow, and I'll be playing a completely different deck from Fairy, so be on the lookout for that. This is Skull Struggle TCG. Thanks everyone for watching, and stay tuned for more.